There are some potentially huge changes coming into the world of professional wrestling, so join us now as Wrestlelamia looks at your 24th October 2019 news, including why WWE 2K20 was released when it wasn't ready, WWE wants to sign a former Intercontinental champion, Jake Hager is glad he's not in WWE right now, is Randy Orton playing the WWE and AEW, ATM Eric cashes on his WWE exit, Awesome Kong compares health benefits in AEW and the WWE, Stephanie McMahon teaches at Harvard, Jon Moxley headed to Starrcast 4, a possible new match for AEW Full Gear, and WWE superstars not happy with Fury and VELASQUEZ. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for more videos like this. But let's waste no further time and get into the first story, as WWE wanted to sign a former Intercontinental champion. I spit in the face of people who don't want to be cool, remember that? Well, if you're unfamiliar with the phrase, it was delivered by Puerto Rican legend and Hall of Famer Carlos Colon's son Carlito, who would take a bite out of an apple and spit it back in the face of, well, people who didn't want to be cool. The gimmick was well over and Carlito even had a run with the Intercontinental Championship belt, but he was cut from WWE in 2010 after he refused to enter rehabilitation. The former champ then hit the indie scene and currently wrestles for his father's promotion, World Wrestling Council. However, recently, it seems that the WWE have reached out to him on a number of occasions for a return. Former WWE superstar Savio Vega revealed this in an interview with Hannibal TV. He mentioned, "They tried to get Carlito back. I talked to him last week. I was with him and said, brother, just go there, get a contract, get whatever money with the higher amount every year or whatever, because you're not going to make that kind of money in the street. Make some money, live okay. If I had the opportunity, I'd do it. We really hope Carlito considers coming back, as he was awesome, but we fear he'd just be another mid-carder." Next up, Jake Hager is glad he's not in WWE right now. Jake Hager has come a long way since his largely mid-card role in the WWE as the All-American American Jack Swagger, having left the WWE for Bellator MMA and now working in AEW as well. Hager spoke with Sports Illustrated about the move to AEW and AEW President Tony Khan's feelings about Hager still competing in MMA. "Tony Khan wants me to keep fighting and keep winning. As a fighter, I'm not one of those people that wants to prove I can go out and throw strikes. I've heard that I'm a wrestler and not a real fighter, but I have nothing to prove to anybody. All I want to do is go out there and win. That's all that's important to me. Winning is a statement and the rest will take care of itself." During the interview, Hager reflected on his time in the WWE and the WWE's booking policies. "I was lost in the mix there in WWE. When I look now at guys like Cesaro, guys like Bobby Lashley, they're just lost. When I look at them, the whole cloud of doom comes right back over me. I'm so glad I'm not in that. It's something you deal with within big companies, but it's also about how they treat their talent. They know exactly what they're doing and I hate to say it, but it's on purpose." Hager's comments seem like more than bad blood, but a thoughtful reflection on his time in the WWE and a better understanding of the company's creative system. Hager's argument that the WWE perpetually keeps its wrestlers wondering about their future seems to have merit. What do you guys think of Hager's remarks? Next up, WWE 2K20's failure to launch. As you've no doubt heard, WWE 2K20's release has been one of the worst video game launches in console history, with fans finding a variety of things to complain about. As fans complain about the game and some with returning to it in disgust, the question has come up, why was the game released when it clearly wasn't finished? According to Ringside News, what players are utilizing in WWE 2K20 is a broken system because it is essentially a retooled model from the PS2 era. We're not going to get into the technical specifics, but suffice to say, the game was doomed on the engine they used. Characters don't look right and the game was rushed. WWE could have waited, but they wanted the game on time. The commercial campaign was great, but the game did not deliver. It's so bad that PlayStation is freely giving out refunds. The fact is that Yuke's left 2K and they had to get Visual Concepts to develop the game instead. That and the fact that the WWE had a deadline for them meant that they had to put a game out that was by no means ready. In the end, the WWE chose making a quick buck at the cost of angering customers over postponing a game, possibly losing money in the short run, but producing a quality product with long-term potential. Wait a minute, are we talking about WWE television or WWE 2K20? Well, in the case of the video game, 2K will ultimately bear the brunt of the failed launch, but the fans will likely also associate the game's many shortcomings with the WWE. Be sure to catch our upcoming full video review of WWE 2K20 on our Wrestlelamia channel. Next up, is Randy Orton playing the WWE and AEW? In case you missed it, and if you follow Wrestlelammia's news videos you didn't, Randy Orton teased a possible jump to AEW with an Instagram post with him looking at a sign that read Elite Level. However, former WWE referee Jimmy Corderas doesn't seem to think Orton's going anywhere, stating,
"Somebody's been having fun on the internet again. Randall Keith Orton pushing some buttons, getting people talking. Wow, his contract is coming up, I think, isn't it? Tagging the Revival, tagging Elias, tagging Cody Rhodes and Chris Jericho. Yeah, send a tape in, kid. We'll take a look at it." This is all hilarious, man. If you guys think that he's jumping ship, more power to you. But I got a feeling that this is just Randall having some fun, like Randy likes to do. He's poking fun at you guys. He's poking fun at everybody else who talks on the internet. He's not a big fan of the websites, let's put it that way. But then again, we'll see what happens. Randy, I'm just enjoying it. Aren't you?
The real winner should be Randy Orton, as you can take it to the bank. You can be sure that Mr. McMahon will be offering millions to the Viper in hopes of staying with the company and re-signing. Currently, the WWE seems to be willing to add as many zeros as possible to a contract if it means keeping a superstar from signing with AEW, whether it's Breezango or Randy Orton. Next up, ATM Eric cashes in on his WWE exit. Eric Bischoff has always been about the hustle, whether it was working in the AWA, streamlining WCW into a financial success, or capitalizing on his recent failure as SmackDown Executive Director. Bischoff has released 3 t-shirts to memorialize his failure, tweeting, "When life hands you lemons, make t-shirts." Now available at the link. And showing 3 t-shirt designs, one reading 83 Days with Eric Bischoff, another You Can Find Me in Catering, and Bischoff Moving Company. Well, at least Eazy-E's having fun with his departure and likely making some bucks out of it. Next up, Awesome Kong compares health benefits in AEW and the WWE. Women's wrestler and TV star Kia Evans, also known as Awesome Kong, recently appeared on Collider Live, discussing a number of topics including the difference between WWE's health benefits to AEW's. Well, from my time in WWE, what I understood was, if you got hurt in the ring, then that is something they would take care of. However, your everyday just needs, exams, checkups, whatever, if you have a cold, flu, whatever, that was something that you had to be responsible for. And as an individual, it's kind of hard to acquire and expensive to acquire such medical care with the profession that we're in, you know? So when you have a company like this behind you, that's providing that really makes it a lot easier on the pocketbook. And just to have that support of, hey, these people just don't see me as this product in a box, they see me as an actual person. Although AEW has made it clear its wrestlers are not employees, it is a good sign to see them providing medical benefits for their wrestlers, an important bonus since it would likely be difficult for wrestlers to get affordably priced health insurance given the risky nature of the business. This and a lighter schedule are seen as 2 of the biggest reasons for wrestlers wanting to join the company. Next up, Stephanie McMahon teaches at Harvard. It looks like the WWE's Stephanie McMahon had a chance to share her experience with a class at Harvard's University Business School, as wrestling's billion-dollar princess and WWE's chief brand officer tweeted the announcement. Currently, there's no word on whether Stephanie shared her thoughts on the business, saying, "The first generation starts a business, the second generation runs it, and the third generation runs it into the ground." Next up, Jon Moxley headed to Starrcast 4. AEW star Jon Moxley will be appearing at Starrcast 4 in a special panel hosted by Jim Ross. Moxley was originally scheduled to appear at Starrcast 3, but had to pull out due to medical issues. Also, there's a possible new match for AEW Full Gear. AEW isn't finished building up their pay-per-view Full Gear, as a new match was teased after Dynamite went off the air. During the post-show melee, Hangman Adam Page challenged Park to a match at Full Gear. While we don't know whether Puck will accept, it would make a great addition to the show. And our last story today, WWE superstars are not happy with Fury and VELASQUEZ. Now, as we know, some wrestlers trained for years before getting their big break in the WWE. And as one might imagine, some aren't happy with boxer Tyson Fury and former UFC fighter Cain Velasquez joining the company and receiving heavy paychecks, as well as being catapulted to the top of the WWE food chain, already working main event matches. But not only that, there's a good chance that they will go over their opponents Braun Strowman and Brock Lesnar at Crown Jewel. According to Fightful Select, the wrestlers we spoke to aren't optimistic about any pro wrestlers' chances in a match booked against incoming celebrities and athletes. It's no surprise that morale backstage has hit an all-time low, as with booking decisions like this, we don't blame them for being unhappy. But what are your thoughts, guys? Let us know in the comments down below, subscribe if you haven't already, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.